November 5th, 2019, 4:05 p.m. So let's talk about Washington State University and University of Idaho and dirty sex studies. Because here's the deal. This side tries to be all like, so the two counties are right next to each other. The two universities are right next to each other. University of Idaho is obviously on the Idaho side. Washington State University is obviously on the Washington State side. Washington County, Washington State University is in Whitman County. So that would be WIT minus the E if you wanted to make it White Man County. MAN. Might be named after Walt Whitman, but it's not. It's named after missionaries. But anyway, we all know, anybody who knows stuff knows, that a lot of the joke, the political, religious, social, economic fucking joke that is humanity, uses name game associations so that the in the know people can fucking get the joke. So you got Whitman County right next door to Latah County. Latah, when I looked up the word, actually is a word that means sexual deviation and mental illness and all these different mental illnesses that have to do with sexuality. In reality, what the universities do, the big fucking research funded universities, is, oh no. One side Wi-Fi disconnected. Look at that. One side studies the Wi-Fi disconnected. That is very funny. This must be something people do not want out there. So yeah, and Washington State University alumni, I was actually going to mention that was the first clue that I had that people were all involved in my phone line and everything. Because when I would try and tell people, I would say Washington State University, and before I could get to alumni, the phone would go dead. The internet would lose its connection, just like it did right now. And so there is a lot of money, and it goes back a long ways to the beginning of the county and the beginning of the universities and the naming of the counties. So it was just like named and gamed. And what they do is Whitman County is really, really straight. It's the straight farmers. And Latah County is the bisexual, progressive, environmental county. And what they do is they try and take everyone that they want to study for whacked out sex research and have them go live in Idaho. And then, of course, Washington State is the side that has legalized cannabis, and Idaho side is the state that does not have legalized cannabis. So really, the conservative people belong on the Idaho side, and the other people belong on this side of the state line. And so there's this constant tension, and the researchers get to research it. And plus, when I was a kid here, I got told that this was a CIA demographic research thing anyway. But what you can see is that before there was internet tracking ability, they could fly over. You could, anytime you leave either of these towns on any of the roads, anybody that's above you is just going to be able to watch you for 100 miles and see where you go, because there's no cover, there's no trees, and so they would plant rumors here, and then they can watch the way that they diffuse into the population, because we're some kind of like miniature of a demographic. I don't know how it works. But anyway, so yeah, how interesting that the Wi-Fi got disconnected when I'm talking about Washington State University Alumni Association and the way they manipulate the web and the way they suck up all the information through Spectrum and all that stuff. I hadn't even gotten to that part, but I mentioned Washington and Latah and the meanings of the words and the meanings of the county name, and boom, my fucking internet's disconnected again.